was your I can't believe I have to explain this to an adult moment? 1. When my sister and I were watching the live-action Lion King, she made a comment wondering how many trainers it took to get all the different animals to stay in their places and perform on cue. I stared at her in shock as I explained to her that the animals are all CGI, and there would never be a way to get all those different animals in one place without absolute disaster. She had to Google it before believing me. My sister is 47. 2. My mom set up her phone to unlock using her fingerprint, except she scanned her index fingerprint and then tried to unlock it with her thumb. It didn't work and she couldn't understand why. A few years later I was telling my boyfriend this story and he also didn't understand why it wouldn't unlock. So I've met 2 adults that didn't know their fingerprints were different on each finger. 3. When I worked at a video store, a customer came in to return the copy of Wizard of Oz that they had rented, stating I wanted the color version. This one is in black and white. I asked how much of it they had watched. Just a few minutes. 4. Working at a computer store around 2014. Rich-looking lady shows up complaining that she's having issues with her Microsoft Surface tablet. She explains that she's got no problem with it at home, but whenever she leaves she doesn't have internet anymore. At first I assumed she had the version of the tablet with a SIM card and it wasn't set properly, but no, she had the standard version. She expected her home Wi-Fi to work everywhere. I tried, for 15 minutes, to explain to her how Wi-Fi worked, but she would have none of it. She thought I was treating her like an idiot, not at first, but after 20 minutes of her not understanding Wi-Fi I for sure was, and asked to speak to my manager. 20 minutes later I saw her still arguing with my manager. 5. I had to explain to a friend of a friend that wind is not created by tree leaves rustling together vigorously. To do this task without showing the outright judgment on my face was near impossible. 6. I once worked at a brewery and served 2 customers 2 pints with different glass shapes. The one paying for the drink smirked at me and said, "We both ordered a pint." I told him they were both pints, then he laughed and said, "You expect me to believe they're the same? They don't look the same." It took me grabbing 2 different, empty pint glasses, filling one with water, then pouring the water into the other glass, for the guy to understand the basic concept of volume.